All right, welcome back to your favorite podcast on the rocks with your host TD and Nick. No cool nickname for you.
What It's like the worst name.
Just Nick.
Well, my full name's Nicholas, so Nick.
So is that a nickname?
Nick is my nickname.
Nick is a nickname.
When you think about it.
Nicholas.
Yeah.
No relation to...
I'm named after Santa Claus, apparently. So, like...
doesn't make any sense.
My dad's name is Mike. My older brother is named Mike Jr. And then my twin brother is named after my grandfather. But I'm just Nick. There's no other Nicks in my family. It's just a random name.
You're just Nick Knack Paddywhack.
Yeah.
With the diabetes.
That's what I got. Instead of a cool name, I just got diabetes.
Well, suck. TD. That's a good nickname.
It's okay. It's not just letters. It's just letters.
Do you know who gave me that nickname?
Who? Coach Ogon?
Coach Connor.
Oh, that's close.
Like 22 years ago.
TD2? Wasn't that your Twitter name or something?
I don't know. No, but he didn't. He gave it to me he was my coach in like machine pitch when I was like 7.
Coach Connor was?
Oh yeah, Monterey Lions Club.
Oh, so you've been TD2 for a while.
Oh, yeah, since like 99.
Can I have a nickname? Can I come up with one? You have to call me Dragon.
Maybe. Okay, and I'll be Nighthawk.
Yeah.
I think we should let them come up with a nickname for you.
Oh my God.
Nick, the what do they call you at the bar? Your stand up? Nick the diabetic?
Yeah, the diabetic comedian.
And your parents actually wear that shirt.
I hope she doesn't wear it in public, but she did wear it.
That was pretty funny. So Nick the diabetic and your boy TD.
Back at you.
On the ones and twos.
On the rocks, episode 11.
11.
Episode 11, flannel number 5. Number 5 flannel.
Oh, you already know what I'm rocking.
The deck.
Shout out.
Hey, after this weekend, you better give him a shout out.
I'll tell you one
thing.
thing. That place rocks. Obviously we had the party there, 30th. Still not 30.
You got one more day.
One more day. But by the time this airs, I'll be 30 probably.
Oh, it's like time travel.
Yeah, similar.
So if you don't know what the upper deck is, do me a favor and find another podcast.
Yeah.
Because this is not for you.
Not for you. Or if you like soccer a lot.
Yeah.
This isn't for you either. Let's leave it.
Okay.
Yeah, leave it. Well,
I was gonna say clam shells.
Clams are alright.
No, but if you like the shells.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure something will hit us halfway through. But yeah, that place.
Did you have a good night?
As far as I remember. I think the last few hours were a little bit shaky.
We had a little birthday party for Mr. TD over here.
What's from Anchorman? Boy, that escalated quickly. That's how I feel about it. But that was a good time.
Dude, the chicken tenders were
like,
oh my God, they were banging.
Really good.
Yeah.
The spread was good. Dude, that crab dip.
The crab dip was good. I took the french fries and dipped it in the crab dip.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That was probably like a 10, 30, 11 type move.
It was good.
You probably weren't doing that at the beginning.
No.
Yeah. And then Tyler said he was taking the mini sliders and dipping it in the crab dip.
I did at one point get like a big handful of fries when I was hammered and get like a bunch of crab dip on it, and I looked over and there was some lady I don't know looking at me doing it, and she looked disgusted. So sorry to whoever that was.
Oh my. I want to know who it was. Pull the footage. That's what we should pull the footage from there. Or we should have done the podcast live from there.
That would have been awesome.
Something would have got broken.
Well, if you pull the camera footage, you'll see me not playing Golden Tee the entire night, which I'm pissed about.
Yeah, we never played, did we?
Or
maybe, or did we? Think about that.
Shout out Upper Deck.
Upper Deck.
Greatest
bar. Greatest bar.
Even though everybody that watches this was probably there.
Yeah, that's actually probably accurate. The place rocks. How about those people just like coming in there like...
I was pissed.
I was like, the audacity.
I don't
I
know.
mean, we only had it from 6 to 9, but it's like, oh, if you see like a whole party in there, why would you just go in there and ruin it?
Yeah, I wonder if there's anybody that was not there. We were in the back room at the upper deck. There was 2 pool tables. We had to play 6 to 9, so this was at like 9:15 maybe. It wasn't that late.
No, it was kind
But
of
we are still playing our music. You can very clearly tell there's a party. Balloons are set up. There's food out.
yeah.
It's
I,
just
I
after
brought my
9.
speaker.
Right, and it's still playing.
Yeah,
And then these like 3 kids just show up and I'm sitting on the pool table.
and they were like,
and they were like, "Hey man, can you get up?" And I was like, "What?"
no,
Like, we're gonna play pool. And I was like, we're doing like a thing.
yeah, it's live.
I'm gonna put one right in his suck hole.
Were they cool about it?
I don't know.
I was hoping they got mouthy.
Yeah, not as cool as us.
That was a good time. We had some Hall of Famers there.
Legends.
There were some legends there. That's for sure.
You could have had a full starting 11 plus like 3 great coaches. You could have formed an
and a staff.
an elite football team.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of that, shout out to our guy Tyler Thompson getting the Walkersville head coach job. That's
Yeah, that's cool.
that's huge. I mean,
I think he's the youngest head coach in Frederick County now, except for maybe that Middletown guy.
there's a guy from Middletown who's younger.
He's pretty young.
Yeah, I think we played against him. I think it was
DeLauder,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's good. Yeah, he was a good player too.
Yeah, that's cool though. Graduated with us. So Tyler and DeLauder, but both class of 12 to be head coaches already. That's pretty early.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so shout out to him. We'll see him on the field of battle.
Do you think he's going to be louder now?
I'll have
Is
to
that
ask him.
possible?
Should we call him up and ask?
Hey, be quiet.
Oh man, no, that's good stuff. The Mighty Lions.
So we got a little.
Somebody was at the thing on Saturday night, and they were like, "Who here didn't go to Lincoln?" And I was like, "I'm pretty sure everybody in this room,
Except Abby, my fiance. She's
Yeah.
the only one.
or is somehow affiliated
Yeah.
with that school." I was like, "Yeah, kind of like the parties back in the day."
Yeah, I was talking to a guy at work who's like, I don't know, 50, and he was like, yeah, like once a year, me and my buddies get together for our fantasy football draft. It's like the only time we see each other, and like, it's super cool. It's my favorite weekend ever, like, of the year. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, man. Like, I just see my friends like every
weekend.
Like, every weekend is like a high school reunion.
Right. Especially if you go like downtown or something.
Or like Drunksgiving. Every Drunksgiving, I feel like I see my entire graduating class. And some people are like, oh, that's lame. Like,
Why do people hate on that?
people
so
are like, you still live in the town you grew up in? Like,
Dude.
you still hang out with the same people? I'm like, yeah, because
my God.
I like those people and I like this place. Like, well, I don't know why that gets trashed.
I forgot that was a thing.
Sorry I'm not in, like, Wyoming and I hung out with, like, 3 idiots and a pig. Like,
Like, oh, you're so that. Oh, I'm home. There was like people like right up. Oh my God, you still live in your? I'm
choking up.
I had to choke. It's like, oh, you still live in your hometown? It's so like, who are you? Like, oh, that's awesome. You moved away. Don't have any friends near you.
Right.
But that's cool though. You
Yeah.
get to say you moved away from your hometown. Good for you.
Yeah, congrats on
I think people do that just to like be like.
they're like, I got out.
Right. It's
I'm
like,
like, out of what?
dude. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like the vegan thing or like the
What, like CrossFit?
yeah, just
Like,
like telling like I feel like they just make that statement.
Yeah.
It's like okay.
Or you were just a nerd in high school and you don't have friends.
And I know a lot of older people that are Mount Airy people like
Right.
like
We did talk about this before. That downtown Frederick is like a cool spot.
right.
Like,
I feel we kind of
we'll like shit on it sometimes too, but like
right, but we've lived there. Like,
it is cool.
like the kids that go to Hood College that aren't from Frederick. I'm sure they're like they go down there every weekend and it's probably awesome.
Yeah.
There's 100 bars.
Right, compared to Salisbury. I think that's what we said last time we talked about it. So yeah, if you're a
Right.
hater, go hate somewhere else.
Yeah, and if you like soccer, this ain't a podcast for you.
Or the Beatles.
I like Olympic soccer, I will say that. Women's Olympic soccer.
Why?
They're better than the men.
Well, as
They
far
were.
They wouldn't beat the men in like a matchup.
No.
But yeah,
But they would always make it.
they were
perfect.
like,
And then they had that team. There were some lookers on there. The whole set. Remember Hope Solo
yeah.
and like Alex Morgan and all them.
Didn't they weren't they like scissoring? Weren't they like into chicks?
So I'm sure some of them are. But that's
Cool.
who am I?
Just whatever.
Yeah,
2024.
Yeah. That. Yeah, but lately I feel like that Megan Rapinoe dude.
This
I don't like him.
This reminded me real quick since I said 2024. My resolution of getting my Call of Duty KD up is going great. I've been playing fantastic
That's good.
in the new Warzone. Still a trash game, but I've been playing great. Just so everyone knows.
I'm still working on the lottery thing.
Winning the lottery.
Yeah.
How's that going?
It has its ups and downs, like
Okay.
an elevator.
Okay.
But yeah, well, I mean, it's gonna happen.
Statistically speaking, with
I've got as good a shot as anybody.
my high level income and advances in medical science,
It's not
it's not a crazy thing. I can't live to be 250.
250 maybe.
So we got after it this weekend. Should we talk about some of the other happenings this weekend? Because I'm upset about what happened in Baltimore.
Oh, yeah. You talking about the conference championship games?
Yeah.
All right. So what was the first? First one was the Ravens game.
First game was Ravens Chiefs.
Yes.
I'm just gonna ask a question.
Is it a rhetorical or?
As a football coach, you coach an offense.
Okay.
If you were the number one rushing offense this year, more rushing yards than any team, and you're playing a Chiefs defense who has 2 All-Pros in their secondary and like a, 17th ranked rushing defense, very middle of the pack rushing defense, would you give your starting running back the ball more than 3 times? Because that's how many carries Gus Edwards had.
Was it 3 or 6?
No, total, Gus Edwards and Justice Hill combined for 6.
In the whole game.
The whole game. And
Yeah,
Lamar
that's-
had 2 designed runs, so they only had 8 planned runs.
Right, and I saw that they had technically 16 rushes, but those other 8 were him scrambling and running.
Why would you do that?
Literally, like everybody was shitting on him.
That doesn't make any sense.
Like, do what you do. Like, play Ravens football. Why change? They played scared.
Yeah.
But
this is what they did. Was it 3 years ago when Lamar won his first MVP, and they lost to the Titans?
I thought they beat the Titans. And
The year I'm thinking of, the Titans went up early. They went up 14-0 in like the first quarter. So that year the Ravens were the number 1 rushing team in the history of the NFL. No team has ever had more rushing yards in one season.
wow.
And they go down early 14-0. Still in the first half, they abandoned the run completely. Lamar ended the game with 58 passing attempts.
Why did they do that?
That was 3 years ago. This year, same exact thing.
And everybody's saying the same thing. And Lamar had he threw the ball into triple coverage.
That was bad.
The players made some mistakes. Zay Flowers had 2 unforgivable mistakes. He had the
taunting?
The taunting, which was so stupid. Why would you do that?
Right.
So that took him out of, I think it would have been inside like the 20 or whatever. And then is that the same drive when he scored?
It was like the next play.
And then, I mean,
fumbled. Yeah.
So they turned the ball over twice inside the 10.
Yeah.
I think
I think someone for the Ravens is a cuck, and they don't actually like winning in the playoffs. They like getting really close and then losing on purpose. Why else would you change your whole game plan?
I felt like they lost more than the Chiefs won. Like the Chiefs played sound.
Yeah, I agree.
But you held them to 17 points. They didn't score in the second half, right? The Chiefs?
I don't know, but the Ravens defense was legit, man.
Yeah, they did. They didn't cover Travis Kelce at all.
No.
He had 11 catches for 100 yards.
And he had almost all that in like the first half, though.
Yeah.
And then they shut him down. Yeah.
Everybody, even people that aren't football people, you're watching that and you're like.
If any of you work for the Ravens, please call in and tell us what's going on.
Call in at 1-800.
Suck my nuts.
We'll have to edit that out.
It is very confusing.
Yeah, I don't.
But Taylor Swift obviously paid off the refs.
I'm so tired of that too. I like.
Could you imagine if she was the halftime show?
I mean, she pretty much is the show. Anytime they do anything, they show Taylor Swift.
So Travis Kelsey's touchdown, which was a great catch when he's like falling down in the
The
end
first
zone.
one, that was an unbelievable throw.
Great throw, great catch. He catches it, and I don't even think that it had been like, they do the banner at the bottom, like
Yeah.
touchdown. I don't even think that had showed up yet. Cut to Taylor Swift.
Like,
I'm like, she didn't make the throw. She didn't make the catch or a block. She's not part of the team.
I don't get it.
Obviously, she's going to be happy. I don't care.
Do you think Brittany Mahomes is super jealous?
Oh,
She has to be, right?
I have not thought about
She
that.
has to be.
I bet she's pissed.
Oh, that has to be such a fake friendship.
Yeah, 100%.
That has to be. Oh my gosh. I mean, Taylor Swift's probably making a lot of money for that. Or there has to be some. I still think it's a whole,
Do you think it's like rigged for Taylor Swift?
like the whole Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift thing.
Do you think they don't actually like each other?
I think somebody paid him or something. Maybe the NFL did to get more females to watch the game or something. Does that make sense or not?
I'm a fan of it. As you say with conspiracies, I'm a fan. To
I'm a
tap
fan.
into new markets. Roger Goodell's
Right.
like, how can we get more 13-year-old girls to watch football?
He's a business guy, right? It's a
Yeah,
business.
you know what? Why don't you just let them hit?
Yeah, maybe just let them tackle each other.
Yeah. I always think that every year, I guess more so, like they used to have like classic rock bands for the halftime show.
halftime show.
And now it's like Usher this year, which like,
I'm okay with that.
I don't mind Usher, but I imagine most of the demographic that watches the NFL is going to be just pissed off white dudes watching Usher like scoot around the stage.
Moonwalk.
They're gonna be like,
Yeah.
"What? Who is this?"
Is
guy?
he just gonna sing "Yeah" 12 times?
It's
ever?
it's actually not Usher. It's just Lil Jon.
Just yeah. Oh, did he have a song? Yeah. It was, I mean, that'll be. I'm sure Swift might make an appearance.
Oh my God. Well, there's always a couple people.
Yeah. But the best. Did we talk about? We might have talked about the best one ever.
Was it a Janet Jackson
Nipple.
booby pop?
Or
The
as
one-
far as the actual performance,
Oh, yeah, okay.
Eminem, Dre, Snoop
LA.
Dogg, 50 Cent. I don't think that'll. And it was in LA. I don't think you won't beat that. Michael Jackson did a Super Bowl.
I'm sure he did. I know Prince did.
Prince,
How tall is Snoop Dogg, by the way?
Bruce Springsteen. He's got to be 7'9".
When we were watching that Super Bowl halftime show in LA, the only thing I was thinking is Snoop Dogg is a foot taller than everybody on the.
He looks like a skeleton.
He's a weird dude.
He's the coolest guy on the planet.
Yeah.
He's on the Mount Rushmore of cool people.
Oh, we'll get into that.
Of just a cool person. Definitely for weed
Snoop.
smokers.
McConaughey.
Up there. John Daly, maybe?
Oh, that's fair. And
Yeah.
then you got to go someone like Rock, I think. We'll get.
Yeah, that's a whole nother day. Just cool. Just being cool.
So Ravens blew it.
God, that's so dude. I almost feel bad. I was like cheering for the Ravens.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
Because there's no other professional football team close to where we live. They're the only team.
right. And I think America wanted Ravens Lions.
Nobody wanted the Chiefs to win. There's no way.
Yeah.
Unless you're in.
But I
Missouri.
think the Lions. But everyone wanted the Lions wins too.
Yeah.
Like Ravens Lions would have been a cool Super Bowl.
So
But they
Lions-
kind of choked too. I guess.
Lions in the first half
Looked.
they looked unstoppable.
Yeah.
They
Dominant.
were dominating.
Yeah.
And then what happened? People are like mad that he went for it on fourth.
Yeah. Yeah. Instead of kicking field goal. I
I
mean,
mean, I don't really blame that.
I think the one time I was like, oh, you probably should kick a field goal, but he was just saying like that's how they've played football and that's how they've gotten to where they've gotten, and they're not. They
Right.
did the opposite of what the Ravens did.
Yeah, they went for it.
They
which I love.
played Lions football.
I'm totally okay with Campbell making those calls.
Yeah.
And that one, like the first time he went for it, they obviously didn't get it, but the receiver dropped it. Like it hit
Right.
him. It wasn't like a bad play call. And
Yeah.
if you do score on that drive, you go up 21 in the third quarter or something. Like
Yeah.
it was like 31.
Yeah.
You
But if he makes it, it's like oh yeah. So it's always one of those. I don't
yeah.
know. That's tough. But yeah, I guess this will probably be a good Super Bowl though. As far as like competitive and like
So
there's a lot of star power.
what do you think happens?
Are we making picks?
What do you think? What do you think is going to happen? I'll tell you.
Do you have your prediction? I haven't even thought about this at all.
I literally have not thought about it either until right now. I feel like the 49ers should win because the Chiefs don't have a good rushing defense and the 49ers can run the shit out of the football. With that being said, I feel like Mahomes gets another one.
It's hard to bet against Mahomes.
You've got Andy Reid, who's maybe the best coach of all time. Maybe.
Eh.
If Andy Reid wins this, he's 100% in the discussion.
He would be like fourth.
Okay.
Like, what do you mean by
What?
you said one? Like, I'm thinking one or two. No, he wouldn't be one or two.
Okay, fourth is pretty high.
Andy Reid, he looks like a walrus.
Dude, if I showed you my buddy's Andy Reid Halloween costume, it's perfect.
Does he not look like a walrus?
Yeah, like a happy walrus though.
Yeah.
Like a walrus.
Like
you
if you
would
just
pet
put
at the
tusk
zoo.
on him,
Yeah.
like how do you think he relates to the players at all?
I feel like the way he appears in those like State Farm commercials,
Is how he is.
he's just a big goofy guy.
He's just a big nice guy.
Andy,
they're like
if you're watching this, please give us a call. We'd love to have you on.
they're like this guy's super nice. We're just gonna play well, good for him.
I feel like Andy Reid makes a really good cheeseburger.
Oh, that guy kills cheeseburgers after the games.
Yeah.
All right, so
I feel like you can't. It's dumb to bet against Mahomes.
I agree.
In Super Bowls, I think what you usually look at, unless one of the teams is like just a freak, you've got a very average quarterback in Brock Purdy, and you have a Hall of Famer in Mahomes.
Right. So if it comes down to quarterbacks,
Mahomes takes it.
right? But it
And this is probably the best defense Mahomes has ever had. So I'm going to
who you
say
taking?
Chiefs.
give me a score.
I'm going to say Chiefs. Take it. Oh, man.
I actually already know what I'm going to put because I put it in as a bet on FanDuel.
Okay. I'm going to say Chiefs take it, and I'm going to say it's 31-27. Chiefs.
That's a good. All right, so I put a bet down to win $700. 23-20 Niners.
So you get 700 if you land that score exactly?
Yeah,
I feel like you would make a lot more money off that, actually. I'd expect that to
it
be
was
like-
plus 7. I mean, it's plus 7,000. There's some scores on there that's like plus 31,000.
Okay.
Like,
So you think Niners win?
I'm gonna take the Niners.
That's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the Niners are the better team.
all around
McCaffrey should get 30 carries,
at least, whether it's passing or screens.
30 touches, but you should run the shit out of the ball. For 49ers, just dominate the ball.
But the Niners, the past 2 weeks, both times you're like they should have lost. Could have very well lost to the Packers.
The Niners can't stop the run.
Yeah, but the Chiefs don't have a great running game.
Dude, did you see Pacheco against the Ravens?
Pacheco
Looked like a dog.
He runs.
He looked like he was running like...
What is it? So there's a couple memes about him running the ball. It's like,
Does he look weird when he runs it?
oh, it's like he's stomping in the ground. He's like those
Looks-
kids that would run through the hallway with their books.
Like the anime kids?
He's like sprinting. Yeah, I guess that's what it's called.
As someone who got made fun of for the way they run a lot in high school, I'm not going to make fun of Pacheco because he's
But you did have one punt return yard.
one punt return for 1 yard.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's
Write it down. That's my next tattoo.
One
on the
for
stat
one.
sheet.
1 for 1. All right.
Yeah. Which, by the way, that happened because of the now head coach of Walkersville, Tyler. He yelled at me.
Well, you deserve to be yelled at.
So, he yelled at me to pick it up.
Oh. Maybe did they touch it first?
No, it was just bounced in there. Dude, I'm telling you, there was nobody in front of me.
Well,
But there was 11 people right an inch behind me.
I think he got the last laugh. All right, so you're taking Chiefs 31-27.
Yep.
I'm taking Niners 23-20.
Are you doing Super Bowl squares at all?
Yeah, I did Tyler's actually. I put 2 in.
I did 4 at work, and I did 3 with Tyler, which
It's so random. Like,
I won last year, I think. All right, so let me ask you one more Super Bowl related question. There's always very strange Super Bowl bets.
oh, like
You know what I mean? What is not that you're putting money on anything, but what is your favorite weird Super Bowl bet. My personal favorite is the color of the Gatorade.
Yeah, that's the best.
I love that one.
Yeah. Or it's like, what's the first commercial going to be about? That's another one people bet on.
Where did you bet on that stuff though? Like, do normal betting apps have that?
I don't know. I've never. I just started gambling this past year.
Like the over under on the length of the anthem.
Right. Yep. No, I think the Gatorade one's the best.
I feel like you bet yellow. Yellow Gatorade or blue Gatorade.
Probably.
But I feel like yellow is like the
I'm going red.
okay.
All right. So that'll be our weird bet. Gatorade color. What are you going to go with?
I'm
Yellow.
gonna go with yellow. Yeah.
I got one. How many times are they going to show Taylor Swift?
Literally, I'm gonna say 22.
All right. So Taylor Swift. Camera time.
Total camera time or just individual shots?
I don't know, because camera time would probably be hard. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and count.
Right.
I'm not gonna count either, but. All
You
right.
can imagine.
Yeah, you can imagine. So you think 22?
I'm saying she shows up on camera 22 times.
I'm going.
How about this?
I'm going 16.
Let me ask you this, and I think we just answered it. What happens more? Travis Kelce gets a catch, or they show Taylor Swift on TV?
Well, anytime it's a touchdown, it's Taylor Swift. Whether it's Kelsey or not, right?
Yeah. Anytime they run out of things to say or a short commercial break.
Anytime anything happens.
I'm going to say they show Taylor Swift more than Travis Kelce has catches.
Okay.
That's my bet.
All right. I like that.
All right.
Saber metrics.
Yeah. But we got another episode before this even happens. If we do one next week.
Oh, yeah.
We got 2 weeks.
Oh, shit.
That's all right.
I didn't think about that. All right. Well, we'll stick to it.
All right.
I mean, unless Taylor Swift gets, like, abducted
Assassinated?
by aliens or something. Or assassinated.
I could have gone with a less hostile.
Yeah, I feel like mine was probably more likely
realistic, yeah.
at this point. But speaking of greatest rock songs of all time, that's what we're getting into today. Our top 5. We went rock. You picked rock songs, right?
I did pick rock songs, but I was just thinking of I was going with any song at all. They just all happen to be rock songs for me.
Yeah, I feel
Does that
like
make
that's.
sense?
I mean, you could do. To me, if you wanted to do genre, you would have to do country. You could do country songs.
Yeah.
You can't really. I don't know.
I picked the most influential songs that I could think of.
Oh, influential songs.
Well, let me ask you this, because how are you determined? Because
There's-
like I didn't pick my current favorite songs.
Right.
So what
So I immediately thought classic rock, greatest classic rock songs. Some of them happen to be my favorites.
So what is your like when you're deciding what to put on this list?
I
Because
will-
what did we talk about? You said the top 5 greatest songs of all time.
No, I said greatest rock songs of all time. That's what I did.
But did you say rock song? Or did we both just go with rock songs? Because I don't think
I'm pretty sure I said rock song, greatest rock songs.
Okay.
But even if I didn't say that,
That's what I have.
that's where
anyway.
I'm going,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I think it's the best era of music ever.
I think there's gonna be a lot of there's a lot of famous songs that aren't on this list.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to,
Okay.
obviously, we're not going to,
So relax.
everybody calm down. The Beatles will not come together, will not be on here.
No, I have
Yellow Submarine, not on here.
There's not a Beatles song on my list or any other list.
Top 500. There's no Pink Floyd songs on here.
No.
Sorry.
We're doing good music only.
Comfortably Numb did not make it.
Yeah, I don't need 7 minutes of him like humming to a
Like
weird
moaning.
guitar. Yeah.
Yeah. It just happened that some of them were my favorites. But
Okay.
I do. I mean, yeah. I mean,
I have some of my favorites on this list. I was thinking like greatest songs. Obviously, it's got to be a good song. I'm thinking like also like what the impact of that song was. When I'm thinking,
okay. I
what's
didn't.
greatest.
I didn't go as far as that, but I'm curious.
That's where my head went.
I'm curious to understand what you mean by that.
Well, I'll tell you when we get to it.
After this commercial. Just kidding. We should do a BF Goodrich tires commercial.
I like the O'Reilly song.
Was that on there?
O'Reilly.
Is that on there?
That's number 1, yeah.
Oh, okay. Can I just throw out a couple songs that I almost put on there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, or should I wait? I'll probably do it after.
Let's do it at the end, yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Just in case.
That makes more sense.
Something happens, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
But again,
Alright.
there's a lot of good songs not on our list. Not
Right. There's.
just not my stuff, you know?
We also are not going to nail. How many songs have there ever been?
There's been there's more than 5.
I'm thinking at least 10.
So, yeah. We
So
already got half of them all.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. That's a little different than our. What was our last thing?
Ooh.
Greatest sports teams.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of sports teams.
I feel like we just got that one right, though. The
What?
greatest sports teams?
I struggled. I don't know why. I struggled with that one.
Yeah. But
I think the top 3 I was good with, but
yeah. I think our answers for that were correct.
okay. But like top 5 colors maybe coming.
Well, let's think about it.
Red,
That's it.
black, white. Yeah. All right. Anyways, who went
I
last?
think I started last week.
Oh, you did because you went LSU.
So I think
That was a great. That was probably I think your best 5 spot.
the LSU team.
Oh yeah. And that's the only compliment you're getting
All right.
since you shit on me last week. Fuck it. Number 5 for me. I went a little Guns N' Roses. Sweet Child of Mine. I think the beginning is probably the most recognizable beginning to a song. It's up there. Slash rips that part. I'm pretty sure it's Slash that does that. Incredible song, incredible band. Slash iconic. Slash might be one of the most iconic figures in rock because
Yeah, I
of his
agree.
style and his the hat that he wears. Just rips it. It reminds me of I don't know why it reminds me of Big Daddy. There's a scene in Big Daddy where it's playing, but it's not Guns N' Roses.
Is it when
It's
they're
by it's a woman. I forget.
Is it when they're in the apartment?
Yeah, and he's like cleaning up stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And I immediately think of that. But it's not the Guns N' Roses version. It's like a female doing it.
I think I had Guns N' Roses in like my 2 spot when we did greatest rock
I thought you
songs.
put number 1.
I might have
Rock bands.
They were up there. For
I think
me.
you had them as 1.
Yeah.
Which is pretty wild.
I didn't put this one. I was torn between this and Welcome to the Jungle.
That one's crazy too.
I didn't end up going with either one, but I was very close.
Welcome to the Jungle. Isn't that about
L.A.
L.A. right?
Yeah.
Okay.
When Axl Rose got to L.A., so in the song when someone says, "Welcome to the jungle, baby, you're gonna die,"
Yeah.
someone said that to Axl Rose when he got to L.A.
Ah,
So that's what that song's about.
that's cool.
I heard that when they wrote "Sweet Child of Mine," that Slash did not like it.
Really?
He was like, "This is like a soft rock song. I'm not a fan."
I guess it is kind of softer, but there's some riffs in there that are insane.
Yeah,
And the beginning is that beginning is like probably one of my favorite beginnings to a song.
yeah. And then it picks up.
Yeah, it picks up, and then there's the riff at the end, where I feel like that's a safe 5 spot
Is that about someone's child? Actually,
of theirs.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you just listen to the lyrics enough.
I'm okay with that. It's a great
I
song.
think that's a good 5. It's a safe 5 spot.
No one's gonna argue.
Yeah.
Maybe a Weezer song, but
Don't,
All right.
don't start.
so my 5 spot I have the song with the greatest guitar solo ever,
I already know.
"Free Bird,"
Yeah.
in the 5 spot.
5. Okay, 5 spot.
In the 5 spot. Almost went higher. I didn't because of reasons I'll get into later.
Okay.
I think of 2 things. One, the greatest guitar solo ever. Go fuck yourself if you don't agree. Absolutely insane. It's like 4 minutes.
It might be longer than that.
And you think it's over, and then it's just not over.
Yeah.
And also just like the cliche of like when a live band is on stage.
Play Free
Bird! Like,
Yeah.
that's just a thing.
Right.
No matter what band it is.
Right. It could be like Kelly Clarkson.
Free Bird! Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's just a thing. Like it is
It's a known thing.
permeated.
And everybody
Culture.
laughs. What was that?
Permeated.
I don't know if you.
I don't know.
Well,
We'll look it up. It's awesome to just say that. To just say
that
Free
did,
Bird.
that did sound. Oh, permeating?
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Okay, we're on the Freebird thing. Okay,
Yeah, we're
back to the Freebird thing. You threw me off with that 4-syllable word. Sorry.
Permeated.
Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's it. That's my argument. It's an awesome song. The live version, which you've seen them live.
Yeah.
The live version is like 14 minutes. Like they just shred.
It really is. It's long as shit.
Yeah, I love it. The song's about freedom. Makes me think of America.
And they have they all the people that died and the acts that have died from the band.
Oh, that's cool.
Is, like in the background. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
It's also, I just read this, but it's also the only Leonard Skinner song to credit 3 band members as the writers, because like they pieced together the drums and the guitar solo and the lyrics from like different things. Like they built the song over a couple of years. That opening, like If I Leave Here Tomorrow, Would You Still Remember Me? It wasn't Ronnie Van Sant. Maybe it was the drummer, but his girlfriend said that to him, and he was like, "Whoa,
Whoa.
put it in the song."
Put it in there.
So 5 spots.
That song,
Freebird.
I'm pretty sure that song's about leaving a woman.
So I looked up
Like,
what it
I'm
was
free
about.
as a bird now.
They said that it's just about freedom in general. Like part of it was referencing like the dead band members and saying they're free birds now.
Oh, okay.
It was like, yeah, and about being free, but in a couple
So
different ways. I
it
guess.
could mean that as well.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm not going to touch too much more on that because
free bird in the 5 spot. All right, go ahead.
wow, 5 spot. Okay. 4 spot. Same first word of the song.
Free.
No, my 5 spot. That's my
Oh.
5 spot.
I don't even remember what your 5 spot was.
Sweet Child of Mine.
Oh, Sweet Home Alabama.
No.
Sweet Southern Comfort.
No.
Oh, what is it?
Think of Sugar Packet.
I don't know. What is it?
Maybe that's not. Okay. Sweet Emotion.
Oh.
Sweet Emotion. That sound you hear in the beginning, it's a Sugar Packet.
Oh. I thought you were having like a seizure.
Whoa. I mean, could have been.
Where
Where are we?
I need to hear the song again.
I don't know if we're allowed. We were talking about
Might get
this.
sued.
If we're allowed to play like music on here, but we don't want to get sued. I doubt Steven Tyler's listening to this podcast.
If he is, though, please let us know.
Don't sue us.
That'd be sweet.
But it's Steven Tyler. He's got a Sugar Packet.
What?
Yeah, and he's just shaking it.
That's
that
awesome.
first part of the song. Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
Sweet. Oh, I mean, and Aerosmith, one of the greatest bands of all time. Steven Tyler, guy's kind of odd, I would say.
But that's what happens.
Produced Liv Tyler, who's in Armageddon, and one of our favorite,
Lord of the
Lord of the
Rings.
Rings, right?
Shout out.
Yeah. So I mean, good job.
Of all the bands that have ever like lived, Aerosmith in their prime is one of the bands I would love to see live.
So that's funny you say that because they were going on tour with the Black Crowes, who I love the Black Crowes
Yeah,
too.
they're awesome.
They were touring together, and then Steven Tyler had like had to get surgery on his vocal cords or something. So they were playing in February at Capital One.
Oh, and it got canceled?
It got postponed because I was like, "Are you kidding?" Oh, so it's Aerosmith and Black Crowes.
That'd be sweet.
Oh, I'm going if it ever
All right.
comes back around. So yeah, Sweet Emotion. Thanks of
Amazing guitar riff.
I always think of movies too. There's 2 movies that reminds me of.
Oh, it makes me think of that ride at like Disney World or whatever. The Aerosmith roller coaster.
I don't.
That's how big Aerosmith is. They have their own roller coaster
That's pretty cool.
at Disney World, I think.
I was going with it's in the end of Starsky and Hutch
Oh,
when
underrated.
they're taking off. That's one of the.
Underrated.
I love that.
Yeah.
movie. I have to watch it tonight. And
Okay.
then the stripper scene in We're the Millers. Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, nice.
That should just be etched into your mind when that song goes on.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah, she's okay, I guess.
What?
Anyways, let's just get to the 4.
Aniston,
Get
if
to
you're
your
watching
4
this.
spot.
All
Yeah.
right, my 4 spot. I'm gonna say Bohemian Rhapsody. I think also, just like how you said the Sugar Packet thing, the everything that go into recording Bohemian Rhapsody, back when they recorded like I don't know 78 or 82 or whatever, was crazy. I think Bohemian Rhapsody may be one of the most like individually iconic songs. There's no chorus. It's not structured like a normal song. You have that like slow beginning with the piano. Then you have like an opera section. Then it goes into a rock. They do the scaramouche fandango thing, and then it goes into like a guitar solo, and then it ends fading out with the piano again. Like, it's just a crazy song. It feels like a song that's in like 6 different pieces.
It is.
Put together in like a crazy way.
Okay.
It also topped the charts 4 different times. So the song was released, top of the charts. Then years later, Freddie died, and Bohemian Rhapsody again went to the top of the charts. Then Wayne's World came out, which I just rewatched.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Oh my God. They're in the back of the car, his whole band, and the Bohemian Rhapsody comes on the radio and they all start jamming out. So because of that scene in Wayne's World, Bohemian Rhapsody became revived again and went to the top of the charts. And then when the movie Bohemian Rhapsody came out, the song again went to the top of the charts. 4 different eras,
It's a lot of.
it went to the top.
It's pretty impressive. I've never been a big Queen guy.
I grew up listening to a lot of Queen. My dad had like all the Queen CDs. Freddie Mercury's an amazing singer.
Oh, he's.
I like Queen, but they're not one of my like top bands. But I think individually, Bohemian Rhapsody is one of like the greatest songs.
Freddie Mercury is definitely up there as far as performing and like his voice.
And that beginning of Bohemian Rhapsody, where you hear like all those people singing, that's all Freddie.
You've seen that, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not.
he like
It's
he
not the
captures. Yeah,
He records himself like 30 different times at 30 different pitches, and is his own like backup vocals.
like when you think of Queen, you think of Freddie Mercury. I don't know any of the other guys' names.
Like 2 of the dudes have like doctorates or something. The one dude has like a PhD in astrophysics or something. The guitarist, I think his name's Brian May. He's like
That's
crazy smart. But
That's wild.
I'm gonna say Bohemian Rhapsody, one of the most individually like iconic rock songs. Shout out, Freddie.
Frederick.
I don't know what the music video was like for Bohemian Rhapsody, but apparently the music video did a lot to popularize music videos.
I'm gonna have to go watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it too, but apparently it had a really big impact on the music video industry as well.
Okay,
I don't know anything about that.
I'll take your word for it.
Apparently a thing, so that's my 4 spot.
All right. Number 3, going Freebird.
Nice.
You know I had it in here. Alan Collins, that like literally probably the solo for me is unbelievable. Alan Collins just rips it for however long it is.
Insane.
We did Freebird Fridays on Friday at my school, and my 5th grade class comes in and they warm up, and we literally just listen to Freebird
That's awesome.
for 9 minutes or whatever.
Do they love it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Some of the every day they're like, "Is it Freebird Friday? Is it Friday?" Yeah, they're sitting there like doing the guitar thing. I'm like,
That's
you
how
gotta
you
teach
know.
these kids.
Yeah.
Good music.
Multi-generational.
I wonder what they tell their parents when they go. Because I'm always like, all right, if you learned anything today, what was it? Like, Freebird's one of the best songs of all time.
Yeah.
And what else? Leonard Skinner's one of the greatest bands. All right, you didn't learn anything in PE. It's like, what'd you learn in PE? That's what I learned.
Yeah, that's
Like,
Skinner.
Don't worry about how to kick a ball.
The greatest guitar solo ever is.
Yeah. Freebird, man. Yeah, all the reasons you said. Seeing it live was. They do Freebird and Sweet Home Alabama as their. What's it called? When they come back out?
Encore?
Encore. Yeah, so like, it's so obvious because they don't, and then they go, and it's like,
Okay. Do you want some more?
and then it's Freebird for 14 minutes.
You know, you saying all that made me think about that scene in Big Daddy when the little kid Julian is on the stand in court and he's like, Styx is the most overrated rock band of all, or whatever.
And those
They
people
only
like,
got a bad rep because critics
are cynical jackasses.
Yeah.
yeah. Styx. That's an interesting band.
Yeah.
We got a couple hits.
Styx also, we may have to get into their story at some point, but like Styx was one of the best, they were like one of the biggest true rock bands in the world. And then there was some festival with all the best rock bands. So it was like AC/DC and Aerosmith and all these giant rock bands and Styx. And Styx came up to play and they came out to Domo Arigato Mr. Roboto. So like they are a rock band, and then they just totally changed and went into this weird like techno music, and people were like, "What is this?" And then just totally tore the band apart. And now Styx is known for the Mr. Roboto song, but they actually have some good rock songs.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, me and Tommy, my buddy, we used to go out with them and party. Really? No,
I made that up.
I made that up. That would have been cool though.
No, but I did get to go on stage and do the robot voice.
Mr. Robot?
Really?
Nah, I made that up. Turn the song up. It's like, not during the game, Mr. Hurley. Gosh damn Jets. Play some sticks. That's what he said. Yeah, Jeff Roll told. What did Jones beat? Oh man, that's.
But I don't have Styx in my top 5.
No, it wouldn't. No,
They're not there.
No. Go ahead.
So, what are we on? 3 spot?
Your 3 spot.
All right, so my 3 spot, this is where I get into some of my different opinions here.
I'm nervous.
I've got this song. I like this song. I would dare say that I love this song. I think it's one of the most iconic guitar riffs of all time.
Hold on, can I guess?
Yeah.
Just keep talking about
And it helped birth a genre, or at least popularize a genre. And I think a lot of what we listen to, like late 90s, early 2000s rock, especially like 90s rock,
I know what it is.
because of this song.
I know there's 2 songs that you're thinking of Black Sabbath. Or no?
That is not this song.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the band Black Sabbath.
Yeah, this is not Black Sabbath.
Okay.
This is more recent than Black Sabbath.
You said 90s?
Yes. This is Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Oh. When you were saying it kind of, because we said Black Sabbath kind of created that heavy metal.
Well, maybe we'll get it.
Oh, maybe. So you went Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, Nirvana helped create grunge as a genre.
Yeah.
I think like you think of guys like Chris Cornell, you got Soundgarden, you got Audio Slave, even like Alice in Chains. I think a lot of that.
Right.
Not saying those bands don't outright exist, but at least are not as popular if Nirvana does not exist.
Pearl Jam.
Yeah, and a lot of them are all from that like Seattle area.
They are.
too.
The 4. It's Nirvana, Audio
Slave.
Pearl Jam, and Alice in Chains. Right.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I'm pretty
it's
sure
just
those are the
rainy
4.
and grungy in the city.
Is that?
So, yeah, that's what they say, that it's just like so rainy in Seattle and depressing that they'd make grunge music. But
Watch Soaked and Bleached if you haven't, by the way.
100%, yeah. About Kurt Cobain's suicide.
Yeah. Might want to recheck that.
Yeah, someone get some eyes on Courtney Love.
Yeah.
Is all I'm going to say.
Okay, I can see how that's like an iconic, and as far as culture and stuff,
Yeah.
I don't dislike that answer.
It's on the Nevermind album, which is the one with the baby wiener on it, which is very weird that they did that. But that Nevermind album came out in like maybe 89, maybe 91. And it had Lithium on it. It had Come As You Are on it. It Smells Like Teen Spirit. Like, it just like one of the best rock albums of all time. And they just came out with that and blew up. Also, question for you. When it says Smells Like Teen Spirit, do you know what he's talking about? A little fun fact for you.
I've never thought about it. Is it a reference to drugs?
It is not. It is a reference to deodorant. In the 90s, there was a deodorant called Teen Spirit. And somebody wrote on Kurt Cobain's mirror, Kurt smells like Teen Spirit, meaning he smells like the deodorant.
And they made a song out of it.
Yeah. And then Kurt, I think he just came up with that as the title, but the song was about like teenagers going crazy and trying to become famous, but he was also like making fun of being famous at the same time. I read a bunch into this and nobody can really confirm what the song is actually about.
Okay.
But it was like craziness. But the title is just nonsense about deodorant.
You did your research.
Yeah.
Did we also mention that Dave Grohl was in Nirvana
The drummer.
and now he's in Foo Fighters
So he's a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer twice.
2 times?
Yeah.
He's unbelievable.
Also, first Foo Fighters release, like their demo tape to become popular, is all Dave Grohl, every instrument.
He plays every instrument, right?
Yeah.
And then didn't he direct like a Zach Brown?
It's the Grohl.
Band.
It's called the Grohl Sessions. The Zach Brown song "All Right," where they like have that awesome guitar solo. He produced that.
He's one of the most talented people on the planet.
Also seems super cool. I would
Oh,
love to
seems
just
like a great guy. Foo Fighters? Are they? What are they? They're fighting Foo,
they're fighting Foo. Yeah.
or yeah.
They're bowling for Soup. They're bowling to acquire Soup, or they're bowling in honor of Soup.
I think it's in honor of Soup because that just makes it more ridiculous. Which one's more ridiculous? That you're bowling in honor of Soup or bowling?
I don't know. I
for-
like the idea of like, man, if I don't get this strike, I don't get any chicken noodle.
I don't get this soup.
I need my New England clam chowder, so I got to get a spare here.
I'm sure you could look that up.
All right. Bowling for Soup, not in my top 5, but Nirvana
Nah.
is 3 spot. Smells like Teen Spirit.
Maybe alternative rock bands.
I think
That could potentially be.
you don't get any of them without Nirvana, without the Nevermind
Right.
album, without Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Fair enough.
Also, real quick, the inspiration for that song was another band called the Pixies. If you don't know the Pixies,
Oh, I don't know anything about them.
go listen to the Pixies. They're like the most underrated rock band. I love the Pixies. Saw them live with Weezer. One of the best live performances I've seen. They sing the song "Where's My Mind" that plays at the end of Fight Club.
Oh, I do like that one.
And the song "Hey" that plays in that one scene in Zack and Miri Make a Porno. But the Pixies were Kurt Cobain's favorite band. He was trying to copy the Pixies when he wrote that song. So check out the Pixies.
Hey, you brought your facts today.
I'm done. I love the Pixies.
Drop throw the mic.
They were awesome.
Look at you. You're like an almanac. Dang, I can't even follow it up.
Yeah,
I mean, okay, so that's 3.
that's my 3 spot.
My 2 spot. It was. Yeah, I had to put this one here. One of the greatest rock bands of all time. When I think of rock, this is actually what band I think of. When you think of Lincoln or football, you think of this song. So I had to go with Back in Black. Simple. It's a simple song.
Yep.
It's not like anything crazy, but it just goes hard every time. As soon as I hear it, I'm like, Lincoln or football.
As soon as you hear that first like, tss, that's it.
Yeah.
All you need to hear is that like,
Yep.
tss, and I'm like,
And then you're
Back in Black.
And it's so simple. Like there's nothing like crazy about.
Yeah, you don't need all that.
No, like you said. I think you said they were like simple rock, but
Awesome.
literally you just think of rock. That dude's voice, unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I think they named it that. I did look it up. They named it that album after
The first guy.
not Brian Johnson. It's Brian
It was like
Bon Scott. Yeah, after he died. And I have that vinyl over there. The back.
So Back in Black is them saying we're back. The old guy. How do you find 2 guys that can sing like that?
That sound exactly like.
That's nuts.
I feel like a lot of bands have done that. What's Journey?
Journey.
Journey did it.
Yeah.
Journey's got a collection.
Skinnerd. I know it's his brother, but
I don't know. I feel like you can tell. Like if you listen to Ronnie singing and then Johnny.
I know Stone Temple Pilots replaced the guy. He does a good job. He does not sound the same. Maybe we'll get into that one
The
day.
guy that plays Lane Staley with an Alice in Chains doesn't sound anything like him, but he was like, I don't want it. Like he's not trying to sound like him.
Right.
He's like,
That's
I'm just
okay
trying
with
to
that.
not fill the shoes, but just
Right. Just
keep
get their
it
music
going.
out there.
Yeah, keep
I'm
the
okay
music
with that.
alive. Yeah. But that is pretty wild. So yeah, Back in Black, hit the sack. Yeah,
yeah.
that song is awesome.
If we do like hype songs, that's on there for sure. Love Back in Black.
That'll get you fired up.
And those videos of that guy, Angus Young, like scooting around stage and like kicking his leg out while he's playing the guitar solo.
That's a band. Imagine seeing them live in like the 70s.
Yeah, cocaine everywhere
my God,
probably.
one hell of a drug. Yeah, that would be nuts. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do. I think it leaked that they might do a stadium tour in 2024, but
That'd be sweet.
that's a band I have to see.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Back in Black, I'm okay with it.
All right, what do you got? 2 spot.
In my 2 spot, the band that created heavy metal, which real quick, not the Beatles.
Not the Beatles.
People credit the Beatles for making rock and roll. I think they're just four idiots that stumbled upon the instruments and maybe it worked out.
And they walked across a sidewalk.
Yeah, they're not on this list.
No.
Okay, congrats. You were the first guy to play drums in front of a guitar. I don't care.
Yeah.
But they did not create heavy metal, and they did not create all of the other songs that came with it. That credit goes to Black Sabbath
Black Sabbath.
and Ozzy Osbourne.
Freak.
So this song came out in 1970.
Okay, is it Iron Man or Paranoid? Or is it one of those?
It is not one of
Is
those.
it neither of those?
No.
Whoa.
I'm going to go with, and this was tough because they're on the same album. Paranoid and Iron Man and this song are all on the same album. And I was like,
Whoa.
I need to pick one of these. And I almost picked Paranoid, which, by the way, Ozzy Osbourne creates the lyrics on the spot for Paranoid. I went with War Pigs.
Oh, okay. Which
Yeah.
one is that? It's like,
It's the one with the air raid sirens. And then he goes,
Okay.
oh, Lord, yeah.
okay.
I went with War Pigs because what Ozzy Osbourne said is, I want to scare people with my music. And, like, Iron Man does that. Paranoid does that compared to, like, the other songs at the time. But War Pigs just hits it
Yeah, that
differently.
is.
That song gets me
badass song.
so hyped. I think, like, you think of, so that song came out in 1970. I looked up the other top 100 when War Pigs came out in the United States, and it's like Hall & Oates, it's
Creedence Clearwater?
Neil Diamond,
So like soft.
yeah, Jackson 5,
Yeah.
a couple disco songs. It is totally different music.
Oh,
And
yeah.
You know, War Pigs came out, and some little kid came home with that album, and the mom was like,
And just put on all black and
yeah.
just
'Cause
makeup and shit.
The first line, generals gathered in their masses just like witches at black masses. Dude, you know so many suburban white house moms were so pissed off when they heard that song.
Furious. Oh, is that the guy who bit a bat's head off?
Yeah. Do it again.
How is that guy alive?
Yeah, he doesn't even speak English. Like,
That's from all the drugs, right?
if he just sang everything, it'd be easier to understand.
Right. Can he still sing?
He's
just can't talk.
He's still putting out music. It's horrible, but
Dude, Ozzy's.
you do not get any of the rock and roll we have today without Black Sabbath.
Right.
Now, Paranoid, Iron Man, and War Pigs all came out on that same album in 1970, but I'm going with War Pigs as the most influential. You have to do something with Black Sabbath 100%. They created metal music. There is no debate. Rock and roll from there goes off into everything else, but Black
Okay.
Sabbath,
I like your
Rock on.
reasoning. Dang, I didn't know these are all three on the same album.
yeah.
That's what album is it?
It's called Black Sabbath. Or maybe it might be Paranoid. I think their first album was Black Sabbath, and then in the same year they came out with 2 albums. So I think they came out with Black Sabbath, and I think the second album that came out like 6 months later is called Paranoid, and it has all 3 of those songs on it.
Dang. Dang.
Oh, also War Pigs is like, it's an anti-war thing. Like, it has a message behind it.
I would
also.
assume. Yeah.
You know, it was like there's kind of a thing, like the drummer, Tommy Iommi, or I don't know how you say his name. He said it's an anti-Vietnam War song. Ozzy Osbourne said, and I quote, I don't know shit about Vietnam. So Ozzy was just like, this song's badass.
Yeah.
But the other guys that wrote it were like, yeah, it's about this. So
Okay.
the message and the influence, 2-spot.
I'm with you. I'm with you. All right. I like your reasoning there. Okay. My number 1.
1 spot.
One of my favorite songs
Okay.
by one of my favorite bands. The reason I put this song here is you can listen to it anytime, any occasion, house party, tailgate, driving in your car, sunny out, rainy out, winter, summer, concert, tailgate, sitting around a fire. There's literally never a bad song for this time for this song.
Okay.
It's on my school playlist.
Okay.
Okay. Sweet Home Alabama. I mean, I think that song will be played for the next 100 years.
Easy.
Like it's just, and it again, it's simple. Like kind of. I mean, they talk about how they created it, and there's a documentary on Netflix about it. If I Leave Here Tomorrow, I think it's called. And the guy, I think it was Ed King. He just started picking dinner, and then Ronnie's sitting there and he's doing this, which means keep playing, and he comes up with Sweet Home Alabama.
That's awesome.
Just unbelievable. I mean, before I die, I would like to go to an Alabama football game, and just to hear that being played.
That was cool. Yeah.
I mean, everything about it is just
I agree. Any
awesome.
circumstance, you can play that song.
Right, which I think puts it up there.
And immediately you know what song it is.
Yeah, that as soon as you hear it, that little riff. Yeah, it's simple.
Yeah.
And,
I think they also. Do you know? I don't know all the details, but like, I think Neil Young wrote a song making fun of Southern people, and that was like to get back at them or something.
He had a song where he kind of dissed them, like being Southern, and I think something with the Confederate flag. Like he kind of dissed them, and then Ronnie just kind of. I think he wins that one.
Yeah.
Like
I don't even know what song that Neil Young put out.
Yeah, does anybody?
And they came out with
Put her down, and then like the way he fits it in the song is insane. Like, we'll remember a Southern man don't need you around.
That's awesome.
Like, he's basically we don't need you. Like,
So you have 2 Skynyrd songs.
oh yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
I'm okay with both. I love it.
And I had some other ones that were close, but really the Sweet Home, I can't think of any other song where that is
like playable.
At any time.
Yeah.
Literally, it doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing.
Don't play War Pigs if you're out on a boat.
Right. Sweet Home Alabama, you can play at the beach. Like none of these songs would apply everywhere.
Yeah, I agree. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
No
And
argument.
One of the best bands of all time.
Of course.
Yeah. All right. So what? I'm curious.
All right, so
Curious cat.
So I was just doing greatest songs of all time, not specifically rock songs. My first 4 are rock songs.
Is this not a rock song?
My number 1 is actually not a rock song. It could be. There are rock versions, but it is not a rock song.
Don't. Could I guess it or no?
I'll give you one guess.
Can you give me some hints?
It's probably one of the most recognized songs, and it's a one-hit wonder. I'm going to say the greatest one-hit wonder in like the history of music.
It's not Michael Jackson, is it?
It's not Michael Jackson. He's not a one-hit wonder.
No, I meant like this song. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. I that was dumb.
Greatest one-hit wonder, and it's older than all of the songs that we listed today. Can I just tell you?
Is it? Is it Simple Minds?
It is not Simple Minds.
Don't you forget about me.
Greatest song of all time.
I don't like where this is going.
And greatest one-hit wonder of all time
Hold on.
is the fucking Star Spangled Banner.
Oh my God.
America, the anthem. If it wasn't that great, why do they play it at the Olympics so much? Huh? Half the Olympics it's playing. Star Spangled Banner, greatest song of all time. Dude was captured on a ship in the bay. And he was like, holy shit, you know what I need to do? I need to write a song about this moment. And he did. And now it's our national anthem. Amazing. Every sports game, amazing. Most of these songs on these lists you're going to hear at sports games. You know what song you will hear at every sports game? Star Spangled Banner. Greatest song of all time.
Are you done?
And he was one and done. That was it. He dropped the mic. He said, you know what, I'm out. I'm going to write this. Francis Scott Key, shout out. Buried 10 miles that way. Greatest song of all time.
Are you done?
America.
I can promise you,
America.
you could have given me 100 guesses, and that is not what I would have thought. I'm all in on the America.
Boom. There you go.
That's wild. You just like stirring the pot.
Greatest song of all time.
That's what that was.
If I have to pick a version, real quick,
Can I? Chris Stapleton?
Oh, no, but that is probably...
He rips
That's really
that.
good. No, I was going to say Whitney Houston.
Where?
She sings it at the Super Bowl one year, and it's amazing.
I will say when I hear that, I do get fired up. Like it just like does. It's like
If I'm watching like a sports game,
yeah,
just sitting, chilling,
yeah.
in my brain, that song means we're getting ready to go hit people. So even now, as just a diabetic old loser, when I'm watching like a warm up, and they're waiting and that song's playing, I get like the chills because my body's like, okay, let's go.
I do get the chills when we're on the sidelines and we hear it. I do enjoy it. I'm just so shocked. I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. But okay. Even when there's no words, like it's
I
still
don't need
good.
it. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
That's what I'm
How
saying.
old is that? 1776.
No, it was written in 1814.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was not expecting.
While he
that
was
one.
captured, he was a prisoner of war.
Dang. Hopefully we don't have any lefty viewers.
So, I think you had a few songs you left off.
Oh my. Yeah, I had like I thought "Stairway to Heaven" could have been on there.
I almost had that on mine.
My problem is that it's so slow, and it's kind of like Freebird. It's really slow.
Great guitar solo.
At the end, it's awesome.
I almost had it.
And Led Zeppelin, to me, is I think the greatest rock band of all time.
Yeah. They also say if you play Stairway to Heaven backwards, there's like satanic.
It's like demonic or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I had "Stranglehold" on there by Ted Nugent.
that's a badass song.
He's a bad dude. I mean, like you said, there's a lot of songs you probably could have put on here.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have put "Don't Stop Believing" just because it's the most
Iconic, yeah.
song ever.
Yeah, I was thinking of that like Tiny Dancer too, in that regard, like super iconic song.
That would not have been even close to my top 5.
I almost put Thriller on here.
That probably yeah.
I didn't, but I almost put Thriller, and I almost put Stairway to
Iconic.
Heaven, but I left them off. I leaned more towards songs that I like. Do you know, real quick, I looked up, the Rolling Stones magazine put out a list of the 500 best songs of all time.
I looked at that earlier.
Did you see what number 1 was?
It was
Of all
was it Jimi
genres.
Hendrix?
No.
What was it? Don't tell me what band was it?
It was Aretha Franklin.
Respect.
Yeah, it was number 1. Number 500, by the way, was Stronger by Kanye West.
Was it songs or rock songs?
All songs.
See, I didn't look up songs. I looked up rock songs.
Yeah. They
I don't
had,
remember what was
they also had a Missy Elliott song at like number 8.
1 2 Step.
No. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, this is a weird list.
Dang.
But Aretha Franklin was apparently number 1 according to Rolling Stones. A little bit of R-E-S-P-E-C-T, which, by the way, was written by Otis Redding. So you got 2 legends there.
Okay.
So
I'll trust
cool with
you.
it.
Okay, Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah.
So we got "Sweet Child of Mine," "Sweet Emotion," "Freebird," "Back in Black," "Sweet Home Alabama."
And I got Freebird, Bohemian Rhapsody, Smells Like Teen Spirit, War Pigs, and the Star Spangled Banner.
At least they were different.
Boom. All right.
Okay. All right. Well, I gotta say that one spot threw me for a loop. So we got some. We'll probably do one before
We'll get into it.
next week.
We'll see if we adjust our weird bets. If you do any weird bets for the Super Bowl, let us know.
Oh, we should put that. Yeah, that's.
Only weird bets. I don't want to hear if you're taking the over.
What color the grass is gonna be?
Yeah. Over under on Taylor Swift. And
Yeah, I like a commercial. Yeah. But thank you for tuning in to your favorite podcast.
On the Rocks.
Tell your friends.
Shout out. Episode 11.
Guests coming, possibly soon. We'll see. So, all right.